It started with a phone call that lasted only 7 seconds. But in those 7 seconds, a man who had been missing for 3 years said just one sentence. "I'm not where they think I am." Then the line went dead. In the winter of 2019, a 32-year-old man named Daniel Reeves disappeared in a small town in Oregon. Daniel wasn't the type to just vanish. He had a stable job, a routine, and no history of mental illness. His family described him as quiet but reliable, predictable even. The last time anyone saw him was on a Thursday evening. He left work at exactly 6:12 p.m., according to security cameras. He waved to a coworker, got into his car, and drove off. He never made it home. At first, nothing seemed unusual. His car was found the next morning, parked neatly on the side of a forest road about 20 miles outside town. There were no signs of a struggle, no broken glass, no blood. His keys were still in the ignition. His phone was gone. That was the first detail that bothered investigators. Search teams combed the area for weeks. Dogs picked up a scent that led about 300 yards into the forest and then stopped completely, as if Daniel had just vanished into thin air. No footprints beyond that point. No torn clothing, nothing. It didn't make sense. Months passed. The case went cold. Daniel's family tried to move on, but they never got closure. His mother kept his room exactly the same. His brother called his phone once a week, just to hear the voicemail. And then, 3 years later, the call came. It was Daniel's brother, Mark, who received it. Unknown number. 7:43 p.m. He almost didn't answer. When he did, there was silence at first, just faint static. Then, breathing, heavy, uneven. Breathing. "Hello?" Mark said. For a moment, nothing. Then a voice weak, strained, but unmistakably Daniel's. "I'm not where they think I am." And then the call ended. 7 seconds. Police traced the number. It didn't exist. No carrier, no registration, nothing. But the call had pinged a tower, just one, about 15 miles from where Daniel's car had been found. Search teams were sent out. Again, same forest, same silence. But this time, something was different. About half a mile from the road, one of the volunteers noticed something strange. A door. Just a door. Standing upright in the middle of the forest. No walls, no structure, just an old wooden door, slightly tilted, covered in moss. At first, they thought it was some kind of art installation, or maybe debris from an old cabin, but there was no sign of anything around it. No foundation, no ruins, nothing. One of the officers tried to open it. It didn't move. It looked like a normal door, but it felt wrong. Too solid, too heavy, almost like it wasn't meant to be opened. They marked the location and continued searching. That night, one of the volunteers, a college student named Eric, went back alone. He later said he couldn't explain why, he just felt drawn to it. Eric brought a flashlight. The forest was completely silent. No wind, no animals, just the sound of his footsteps. When he reached the door, he noticed something he hadn't seen before. There was a handle, old, rusted, but intact. He hesitated. Then he grabbed it, and this time it turned. The door opened inward, slowly. No creaking, no resistance, just darkness on the other side. Not like a room, not like a hallway, just black. Eric said the air changed the moment it opened. Colder, heavier, like stepping into a basement that had been sealed for years. He shined his flashlight inside. The beam didn't go far. It was like the light was being swallowed, and then he heard it, a voice, faint, distant, help. Eric slammed the door shut. He ran all the way back without looking behind him. The next day, he told the police everything. At first, they didn't believe him, until they went back and saw it for themselves. The door was still there, exactly where he said it would be. This time, they brought equipment, cameras, thermal imaging, everything. They opened the door again, the camera showed. Nothing, just darkness. But the audio picked up something. Multiple voices, whispering, overlapping, none of them clear enough to understand. And then, for just a moment, one voice came through. Clearly, I'm still here. It matched Daniel's voice. They tried to go inside, but something stopped them. Not physically, it was more like a feeling. A deep, overwhelming sense that they shouldn't. Like crossing that threshold meant not coming back. The investigation was shut down 2 weeks later. Officially, the case remains unsolved. The footage was never released to the public. As for the door, when a team went back to document it one last time, it was gone. No trace. Not even marks on the ground. Daniel was never found. But every year, on the same date, he disappeared. At exactly 7:43 p.m., his brother still gets a call. Unknown number. 7 seconds. And every time, the same sentence. I'm not where they think I am.